Well, right now, the community is hoping that the state will finally take their concerns seriously because just about everyone in these neighborhoods, including kids, has dealt with cancer in one way or another. Now, some of the families tell me they're feeling trapped.
A lot of people in this area are going away, and it's due to cancer, and because no one knew no better.
Dwayne and Laura Fisher say they wish they would have known about the toxic chemical in the air.
We would have never moved here if we had knew about it, especially with our children. Back then, they was very young, and now that we know, we can't really do anything about it.
Now they can't leave because of it.
We tried to sell the house. No one want to buy it.
Especially since right in their backyard reads high levels of chlorprene.
They take it and bring it to their company, and they can determine how much of this chlorophene is around, how much of gas around, whatever they're catching.
It's a toxic liquid byproduct from the creation of synthetic rubber neoprene, which the EPA says is carcinogenic. The Denka factory, which is less than a mile away, is the nation's only emitter of this toxin.
And there's a destruction to the neighborhood.
In a letter to Louisiana lawmakers, the EPA says it has evidence that black residents living near the Dinka plant face an increased risk of cancer, and the state officials have allowed air pollution to remain high, downplaying its threat, creating environmental discrimination. The neighbors agree.
If you go to every household and knock on that door, you're going to find somebody has died with cancer, has cancer, or some other diseases that's caused by chloroprene.
Mary Hampton with Concerned Citizens of St. John says it's a battle they've been facing for years, hoping now the state will listen.
Our goal right now is to bring the emission down, not tomorrow, not to promise more mountain. Have EPA use their powers with the plants, either bring it down or shut them down.
Now, Dinka put out a statement saying there's no evidence of any increased health impacts for this community and say they've spent more than $35 million to reduce their emissions by 85%. But community members say that's not enough.
Money's not saving us from breathing it. They'll pay fines. They don't care as long as they're getting the money out. They'll pay you fines all day long. It doesn't matter.
The EPA says that children are more susceptible to the toxic effects than adults, which is why they're urging for the Fifth Ward Elementary School to be shut down.
And it should be shut down, and they should buy everybody out in this area.
Now these neighbors are wanting to know what will happen next.
So what are they going to do about it? That's the next step. We want to find what they're going to do about it. I mean, we don't want to just sit here and have more monitoring. You already know there's a problem, so it's time to solve it.
Now, the Louisiana Department of Environmental Quality say they don't agree with everything that was said in that letter, including the part about the civil rights concerns, but they do say they do remain committed to working with the EPA. Reporting here in Reserve, I'm Cassie Sherm, WDSU News. Back to you guys.
All right, Cassie, thank you.